All right, and welcome back to another session of the Legend Gamers Present on the Legend Gamers Network. 49 in the seat, about to do it again on this date, November the 29th in the year of our Lord 2024. And yeah, man, we're going to jump into some Dragon Age, the Veilguard. Kind of pick up where we left off, and maybe, just maybe, beat the game one day this year.
The spirits lament, Dweller. The blight spreads here. Seek its roots.
Black and Devin in the building, Sloop. Well. Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I was sitting back. Uh-oh. I was sitting back debating whether or not I should create a moist thumbnail for this game. I decided against it. I never said it was a bad game. Very moist friendly though. Strange Darling is it's a fine movie. It's a fine. I'm happy it was $5. I'd only want to pay $5 for it. Yes, if I was gonna buy it. I mean, I was able to rent it for $5. It might be more than that. It was good for $5.99 rental. It was slamming. It was it didn't meander too much with the story. It's kind of right to the point. You know, that was pretty cool. I hated the female character, and not because she was a bad character, but because she was a bad character. Like she was just a villain, and I didn't like her I didn't like the villain. And she made it for a good villain. But I guess early, no, not really. Although, when they started getting into their interaction in the hotel, I started to figure it out then. She just wasn't behaving like no killer. I mean, not like a malicious serial killer type. You know, he just wasn't putting out no killer vibes. At least no, you know, like I say, you know, serial killer. Not saying he wouldn't be a race soldier killer. Definitely had that haircut, but he was you know, just a general killer. He didn't pull off that killer vibe at all. So he definitely pulled off the vengeance vibe. I got the vengeance vibe once he was wronged. Like the vibe you get at the beginning, that's more that vengeance vibe. But when you meet him, like that determined, vengeful killer vibe was not there. The breakfast scene, I don't remember the breakfast scene. I don't remember the breakfast scene. Oh, that I need to clear this dude because he keep giving me, mixing me up. I don't ever use him. Let me click on his options, so maybe we'll get rid of the. And let me just apply these anywhere. Okay, I should be done with him. And oh. Oh, I do have something new here. Your potion addition, your current potion's additional effects are applied. Additional effects. Oh, +1 maximum potions. That's cool. It's a passive. I think I will use that. Let me see what I'll take out. I'll take out the, yeah. I'll take out the invulnerable. I don't use that nearly enough. I just have a passive extra potion, so let's go. Extra potion passive, let's go. Oh yeah, okay, the couple. So yeah, it took me a moment to catch that. And it wasn't until later I was like, oh, she killed them. Oh, dang, she killed them. I was like, wow, yeah. I think by then I still hadn't completely figured it out by then. Yeah, by then I had the notion that something was up because he just didn't seem, those flashbacks didn't seem like he was no killer. But then, we'll get into the present or whatever. And I'd be like, man, he coming at her like a killer though. He coming at her like a killer though, boy. Hell bent. What she do to him? Damn, boy, he just. Oh, I guess having that damn pain forever etched in your damn bicep, boy. I guess not. Yeah, you can't forget that. She said you'll forever remember me or some shit. You're something to remember me by. And he definitely remember, boy. He was dogged. All right, I think I'm good here. It was all right though. Yeah, I kind of saw everything going on. Even though I was kind of figuring something was up with her, especially considering the hotel scenes gave it away ultimately. But I did play along with it still just to kind of see what else they had going on. But yeah, she was a scumbag, and I'm glad she died. I'm glad Granny put them bullets in her, let her fucking ass bleed out slow. She should have been in the wood chipper. I can't remember though. Did the cop die? I can't remember if the cop died. I was hoping he didn't die. I think he died. Yeah, he died, didn't he? She got him. And that chick was crazy. I don't feel too bad for the cop because he might have been a race soldier. Straight up. I have no proof that he wasn't. I suspect he may be. But, there was a lot of, that chick was there was a lot of wanton damage she was doing to other people that probably had nothing to do with nothing. Did I notice the demon flashes? Nope, I did not notice demon flashes. I might have missed that. All right, let me see. This looks like there's quests all over. Oh, you know what? No, we're gonna jump right to the main story quest. Oh, looks like we got a missive. Hold up. Wait a minute. What was that at? Yeah, we got a missive. That's new. After the dragon, Rook. Treviso is blighted worse than we thought. Any hope of seeing what it was, even under occupation, the markets, the cafes, the people, is lost. And still the Untold try to claim what survives. I have responsibilities to my house and family I must fulfill. I will hear what Eliaro has learned of Zara while I'm here. Though I suspect he is falling for false leads. Zara knows we are distracted. After that, I will return, whatever else House Delamort will not break its contracts. Demon with Flash? Oh, goodness. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that. Yeah, I missed that. They got me on that one. Yeah. It's cool. It's a good film. I like Time Crime better, though. You could look up Time Crime. I liked it better. But it was a good film. It's probably better than something that was in the big triple theater. It's probably, yeah, I may be able to argue that it was better than Beetlejuice. I don't know. I didn't see Beetlejuice. You clearly liked it better than Beetlejuice. So let's see. We're going to do something wrong. Travel to Hossberg Wetlands. Oh, no, we're going to meet with Morgan. We got all our people now. Oh, yeah, I'm probably not going to be using this guy. It doesn't seem like we have a good synergy with everything. Let me just double check. Because he is, at least the way I have him set now, he's applying weakened. He is also a user of necrotic. What could I trade that out with? Oh, I can trade that out with his heal. I can have him to be the healer. Oh, he's got a Sunder detonate. I think that's already equipped though. Yeah, that's already equipped. He also has time slow. I think I would have him doing the heal though. And then, because that's if I used him. I'm probably not going to use him. Because it's just my character already does necrotic damage, so it'd just be overload on the necrotic damage. I'm probably not going to use him unless they force me to. I might even use her. But let me roll with my crew. The old girl and Tosh, I think it was, isn't it? Make sure they got good synergies going. She got Overwhelm. I think I detonate Overwhelm. She's got Detonates Weakened. She's got Detonate Sunder, which I cast Sunder. She got Blizzard. And I think I have my dude set for Weaken. It looks like we need a Weaken because old girl don't have a Detonate cycle. I need her to have a... Or I could take it out. Let me see what I got for my guy. I could take my Weekend out. Apply Sunder, Necrotic, and I detonate. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the Weekend out then for her. Ain't no need to have it. Let's see, companions. Let's take the Weekend out her cycle. Shit, I guess I'll have her do some tanking. She can do the tankers bang. She can do the tankers bang. Drizzle Bees, Strizzle G's. Snoop Dogg had a live concert tonight. Or depending on where you are. Yeah, over here on the West Coast, it was at 4 p.m. Snoop Dogg, he was on Amazon. Bezos hooked him up with some promotional time. It was Snoop Dogg and Tupac. It was nice. It was nice. It was alright. I watched like the opening. I ain't watched. I listened to most of it. It was just a kind of a big tribute to Tupac too. Just interesting enough. I mean, he was on death row. Snoop owns death row.
The Lucerni wanted to change things. Free slaves. Give the non-majors more power.
So that was kind of cool.
Everyone's talking about how you helped drive off the dragon. I'm glad I went.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Snoop Grizzle with the
Keeping
jizzles.
safe.
Oh, they won't. I need some more FaceTime out here. Man, a lot. I gotta do a lot of shit in town here if I really want it to happen like I want it. I'm gonna max these people out. That ain't enough. Nope, it ain't gonna let me see what the current thing is. It'll upgrade this weapon though. I think the one I got is like 180, something like that. The Mercenary's Blade, I think this might be the one I'm using. So that's what I don't like. Let me stop. Let me ignore the same thing that's been a problem since I started. It hasn't changed. It won't change.
See you again. Take a look.
Oh, that's what I want, that Dragon's Warbow. Oh, there you go. The compare. Oops. I was up here talking trash. Oh, you can't compare all the stuff though, I see. Really weird. Oh, look at this, turns into a legendary ring. It's all about bleed though. I do none of my people do a bleed damage. Oh. Kind of like this ring. I'm not sure if I'm using it. Stagger from duration abilities. That wouldn't be too bad. Spending all my money. Spending all my money.
Keep safe out there.
Hey,
Don't touch
Manfred.
treasure.
How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right, then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts. Put the skeleton...
Right. Where were we?
All right, then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts. Put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
Come to think of it, we haven't heard anything from Archon Radornus in a while.
Yeah, all about you petting the dogs in this game. They just turn those to warhounds.
Let's go.
Oh shit. Let's see if I can remember how to play. I don't have any juice to get loose. Well, it's like I only got one combo. I guess because it's not ready. All right, we're just gonna have to build up. Guess we'll work on this one.
Watch your back.
Time to finish it. Finale moves yours.
I
Golden
managed to
glory.
pick up some health.
Got you covered. Opposite range. Watch it. Now it's your turn. Still standing, not bad.
Kill them, or your lives are forfeit!
Trying to do a little exploring for some reason. Wait a minute, almost like I'm supposed to be down here.
Company, get ready. Look at that. Take your shot. We're not alone. Behind you, look out! That's one for us. Credit there. My job's done. Your turn. Ready when you are. That's got it.
Good hit!
Made it through that one.
Candlehop conspiracy. Messages to no one.
Ruffled any feathers lately?
No. Or no one's tailed me if I did.
All right. If you run into trouble, get in touch.
And
We
now
going anywhere? I'm getting stiff sitting around.
to this city. I wish there was something I could do.
What could you do anyway? Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Kadash, the man who led us all.
So mages break the world and it's up to a bunch of dwarves to fix it, huh?
It's enough to make you wish our ancestors had never come up to the surface. Speaking of which, Harding, when matters are less pressing, I'd love to see this new magic of yours.
When matters are less pressing indeed.
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elgar'nan and Gillenheim.
Sounds like I'm cleaning up your mess.
Rook,
No, Harding. This is my mess.
the Inquisition sealed the breach and stopped Corypheus. We saved the world.
We also left Southern Thedas vulnerable to Qunari invasion, as the Exalted Council showed.
But the Inquisition didn't start the Mage Rebellion. We didn't start any of this.
We did our best. But our best had consequences. When those consequences became apparent, I turned the Inquisition over to the Chantry rather than create even bigger political problems. Too many leaders claim credit while avoiding responsibility. I won't be one of them. So, Rook, I am asking you to help me clean up my mess.
Okay.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under
How did they even
siege
manage to
by
give Morgan an
Darkspawn.
awful
It's
head
that bad.
If not
helmet,
for the Inquisitor,
headpiece?
the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elgar'nan and Gillenheim have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valrayo and Halam Sharal are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Vallon led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My ma.
Don't worry. I talked to the Divine and your mother's safe with the Inquisition.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might just be an arm of the Chantry now, but we've still done our part to get people to fight this threat together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thetis doesn't fall to the Blight.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morgan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
I've been having trouble getting people in authority to listen to us. If you help with some of your political strength...
My political strength? Tevinter hates me. The Venatori helped make sure of that. And while I have a few friends in the Wardens, their leadership hasn't much cared for me since we clashed at Adamant Fortress.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solus is trapped in the Fade. He's not my biggest concern at the moment.
Solus is trapped in your dreams, and while he cannot match Elganon or Gillenane in strength, he is far more cunning. He is the Dreadwolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many times do you think the gods thought him trapped and helpless?
I considered Solus a friend. I had hoped to convince him to see reason. It's too late for that now. But still, if this can give you some insight, help you understand him, whatever it turns out to be, I hope that it helps.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay
Dude,
sharp.
Beard is really
You're
freaking
my
me
eyes on
out
the
right
ball.
now.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help you, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Rook, welcome to the Hossberg Wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
This place is...
foreboding?
Yes. Well, foreboding is normal here, but it's worse than usual.
The Blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hossberg Wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
It only gets worse from here.
We've got the same feeling.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much?
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Stories say wardens sense Blight. I never thought it was literal.
It happens when you join the Order. But that's more than I should say.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Become a warden, hear the Blight. And people think Watcher initiations are scary.
Do you work with spirits? That's not so bad. Demons, though. I don't like demons.
Things can get restless in the necropolis. Anyway, what's the plan?
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
So you two study the Blight?
Formally? No. Well, maybe. It depends on your definition.
We travel a lot, and tend to get sidetracked by weird problems.
Who knew I'd roam so far for Morlaix? If we want to help, we need to learn what we're dealing with.
Leave it to me.
You can't just handle Blight. I'll give you something to contain it. And watch for Darkspawn.
I'll try not to die.
We'd prefer you didn't.
So be careful.
Oh, hello. Here to help. Yeah?
All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there. Huh. Something's blocking it from the other side.
What happened, happened. Can't change it now.
Yeah.
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family, Voss. I'm close with them, with Ursa. They spoke of the Blight. The Blight, before all of this happened. They knew. But if they knew, why aren't they here?
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
I've got food if you're looking. Not much to forage out there. You good then? Got food in stock.
Lavendale Village. Whatever happened here looks like Demetta's Crossing.
But this place might recover. Often a place needs someone in its corner. This one needs more than a few.
You're here to help? You think you and two wardens can fix all this? All right then.
The trees from the wetlands are unique. We've had lumber imported. It's not the same.
I hope I can help.
I once felled a tree. It nearly stopped me. I made a head of it. They had strange dreams.
Are you here to help Lavendel? I'm Bastion. There's more out there than Blight. You must be careful.
Of what?
I heard something from up at Gaspin Manor while I was escaping here. The place has been abandoned for years. They say the Lord had some cursed treasure. One day he just disappeared. Could the Blight awaken a curse? If it draws evil here, the treasure's up there somewhere. It should have been destroyed.
I wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Grab the treasure, break whatever curse is on it. Done.
You've come a long way. If you want a short drink, you let me know. Cheers.
He came through so fast.
You did what you could.
There. That's our Blake Boyle. Got a sample. I'm guessing they'll need more than one.
I'd love to say we can use with less evidence. I shouldn't, but I'd love to.
Ugh, fine.
About to have a problem.
They're behind you.
Let's end this.
That's the last of them.
Got the sample.
Lovely.
Venatori barrier crystals. Whoever came this way didn't want to be followed.
Recently placed, too.
What are they doing in the Hosberg wetlands? What's that sound?
I'm guessing it's not the Blight.
The week was fine. Sorry about that. I just saw that. The week is fine. Any day above ground and all that.
So this is the Cursed Manor.
Spared no expense on the atmosphere.
Lord Gaspin's treasure belongs to the Venatori.
Got him ready for you.
So they want Lord Gaspin's treasure. But look at this place. Is it really still here?
Inside.
What was that?
The Venatori weren't the only ones here.
The manor is supposed to be cursed. What lies? Anyone else suddenly thinking about...
Asella, something here is playing mind games.
So this is the cursed manor.
Spared no expense on the atmosphere.
Darkspawn. Everyone ready? The gods sent another of their champions here.
Got things ready.
All yours.
Got it. First at Demeter's Crossing, now here. And the gods are just getting started.
There's a problem.
This was farmland.
And houses. People used to live here.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
Nice.
AFK a second. Sorry about that. I'm back.
Messing with the blight boils made it mad.
We need to stop it. And another sample.
Seems like enough to me.
Yeah, let's get back to Evka and Antoine.
Got it.
Sir Hongwill, salute. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a pretty good night.
They knew the Blight was coming, but how? And what went wrong after?
Something toyed with the people here.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
They might have left more behind.
Ooh. This Echo made promises and then... Do you think it took them all? Well. An Echo? 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 Echo! That's not my voice. Not your voice? Who are you? Are you? Hello? Hello? Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Promises them a way out, then keeps them in the same place. Like a game.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing. It's done. No more echo. For now.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
We sealed it again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa. Thank you for letting me know.
Hello there.
Antoine? Antoine?
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
I can't hear anything. But if you believe me...
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two Rain, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden...
Stay away from the Blight and the Wardens. How many times must you be told?
Until you listen, I'll be here.
Not helping. Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine, but you've had more than one snake in your ear.
He's trying to help.
Enough! You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
What an asshole. A lot of people are gonna die for his arrogance.
Maybe.
So much for convincing the wardens.
We can't give you the order, but you have us.
We'll keep tracking the Darkspawn and the Blight. We'll do what we can.
And if we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
Thank you for your support. Monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
And Antony and Evka tried to convince the first warden that the blight was changed and the gods were responsible, but he refused to listen. It wasn't the outcome they wanted, but they weren't giving up there. Though ordered back to Weishaupt, Antony and Evka promised to keep investigating the blight and send word if they learned anything more.
We should take a break, head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an Archdemon with them.
How long do we have?
A day, a week? Darkspawn are charging through the deep roads. Makes it hard to get an accurate idea of where they are. Rook, if the gods have an Archdemon, Warden lore says Archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus, see if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tosh's mother said that Tosh acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
You wouldn't look stupid in a dress if that's what you wanted to wear.
I don't want to wear a fucking dress!
Clear and to the point. So, what do you want? Your mother didn't just make you angry. Something she said got its hooks into you. Why?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
If something about being a woman is hurting you, I don't think it's stupid at all.
But what does it mean?
It could be about your mother's expectations, or about how it feels to be a woman and Kunari. Or maybe it's being a woman, period.
How would knowing that help? It won't change anything.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Well, it's all as you left it?
Close enough. I think the caretaker's been tidying up. Rook, now's not the best time to chat. Let's talk later.
Later then.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
I thought it was just an archive. How can it be mean?
The creator, its creator, I mean. An archive spirit takes on the personality of whoever makes it. Which, okay, that's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
I'd probably just tell them what to do.
Right. Don't waste time on them. Just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
What or who is the Forgotten One?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillenane, they were the good ones that you could pray to. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario, like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price. When Anaris dispatches the Evanuris, he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful and try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
All thanks must be given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Or you could just bring along a really big sword.
Only if you know what to do with it. You hit a rageling in the flank, you'll just send him into a frenzy.
And these will help?
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
Who are you doing it for?
Balmor, that imbecile interventor, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Rivain thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
Yeah, Ludric and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
Well,
because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh, I just wanted to make you feel better.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Sounds like a fun read. I'm in.
You have to buy it first.
Where's the Gloomhowler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Makes sense. He'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Abundance.
All right. And that's actually all I got for this session. We're coming up right at 2 hours. A little bit light on the stream tonight. And just, we're kind of getting everything in line over here on the studio side and taking care of everybody. Don't forget when you get your hands on that keyboard, joystick, gamepad, mouse, or like